Good morning. My heater just kicked on. Yes, it's May and I have a heater in my office. I'm very cold natured. Anyways, so it's the start of the next morning and I actually did not spend any time yesterday, which would have been day 3 at the house because I had work to catch up on. I had many different things going on. However, our housekeeper did go by our old house and did some deep cleaning for me, which I am so grateful for, and I can't wait to get there today and see what all she did. And then my husband was there probably about half the day working on the wall some more. So again, when we show up today, we've got big surprises. I'll show you what all is different. I'm super excited to see it. I personally will be there almost all day. So will my husband. And today he's going to be continued work on the wall, and I am going to be painting all day. And I was not a big fan of the overspray on the wall with the sprayer versus time, because it doesn't take me very long to roll a wall. So I'm going to go ahead and just roll everything today. So I'm going to be painting all day long. Oh, also, in the midst of all this, we also have to pack this entire house. And we have boxes, nowhere near enough. And my husband seems to think we'll be able to get it done in like an evening. And I keep telling myself I need to pack a little bit every evening, but I've been so busy over there, here with work, kids, everything else, you know, still making dinner every night. And so I've not packed a stitch, y'all. But what I wanted to mention to you guys is I have like countdown widgets on my phone for different things like trips and stuff we have planned and fun things. So I put one on my phone for the move. And I decided last night to change the countdown to the night before we move is when it's going to end instead of the morning we move, but the night before, you know, at like 11:30 at night, and change it to, instead of a day and hourly countdown, to an hourly countdown. And as of right now, I have 41 hours left to pack and paint and prep everything. And part of me is kind of like, 41 hours, woo! But that's like, you know, you lose time sleeping. And so, I don't know, I just feel like that will help me, keep me focused, on point, and organized. We shall see. So I just wanted to pop in here and mention that I am, in between the house stuff, going to be working on trying to get our old above ground pool up and functioning. Because after spending all that time and energy on the in-ground pool at the other house, and it's been unusually warm for this time of year, it's actually already been swimming season, and usually we can't for like another 4 weeks. So, having said that, the kids have greatly enjoyed that pool, and so I just want them to be able to have, you know, like once we move in and get settled, like boom, they can go back to swimming and enjoying their lives, because our younger girls in like a week or two will be out of school for summer. So today, I filled it the other day. I got the leaves out and I filled it as much as I could without putting the pump back on there. And then, you know, basically the water gets up so far that it'll just start like leaking out the side. So we're going to get the pump on this morning and then fill it another probably at least 6 inches. And we're going to go ahead and do green to blue just because that's what we've always done. And that's like a 2-day process. So I'll put that in there today and run it. And by tomorrow, I may be able to vacuum. So that's the goal. We'll see how it goes. That's my plan. And I know a lot of people will be like, that's just not necessary for moving in when you have, you know, 41 hours left to get everything done. I know. But here's the thing. I make choices based on my happiness, what I think looks good, what makes me feel good, what adds joy and greatness to my life. And swimming is one of those. And looking out the window and seeing a beautiful swim-ready pool fills my heart with so much happiness, I can't even tell you. So it matters to me, and I'm going to spend the time on it. So that's what I'm going to do. But today it's rainy and gloomy, so it's a good day to plan on being inside painting all day. Look at this. This is this plant's 3rd year here, and just the 2nd year that it's sent off these flowers. That was so exciting last year when they did it for the first time. And it was just 1, and now it's 2. Super duper fun. And then this guy over here is a different variety, but same family. And it has never flowered before, and it's putting on its first flower. That is so exciting. Look at my little perennial herbs coming back. So much beauty. This clip is silent because my husband is using the drill in the other room, so it's quite loud. This is where we're just taking a look around at what has changed since I was last here. I decided to spend some time cleaning up after the cleaner because she didn't do much in the kitchen because obviously it was a disaster zone. So I'm just organizing. I'm closing drawers, I'm gathering up things, I'm cleaning off countertops. I can't stand to work in a messy space, so I'm just kind of decluttering and figuring out what I need to clean up and do from here to get this space kind of workable for the time being. Love these curtains, brought them from the other house. So I've just been cleaning stuff up and I'm gonna get the drawers in. Then I think I'll start on painting. And my husband is out there putting the pump on the pool so we can start green to blue today. Look at kitties in the kitchen garden. There's Ernesto. Okay, so I've got this room that's going to be 2 different shades of gray, and I'm doing every single wall. This room belonged to a filthy teenager, so I need to clean baseboards. So I'll be doing that. And then this is the girls' room, which has the most stuff in it that we'll be shuffling around. And it's going to be green and orange. And then I never showed you guys this closet I did yesterday. It was just all like wood and dark and different colors of brown. And anyway, I just gave it a coat so that it feels lighter and brighter. And then the door I sprayed, and this is why I was not a fan of this sprayer on a hard surface like this. It got too thick, it dripped places, it could have been operator error. But anyways, we decided we're going to replace all the interior doors in like the next month, so whatever, we don't care. And so also those. But then it was already white on the outside. But so while I was doing it, I got a little overspray on the trim here because I knew I was going to paint. Same thing for back here. I didn't worry about that. But it did get all on this floor and I had to scrub it. You can see there's still some there. So lots of overspray there. And then this is the master bedroom. And I will be doing this wall here, green. And I think that wall green, not sure. Everything else is just a gray color, obviously. So the other 2 walls will be white. And then we've got 2 closets over here. And so in future videos, I already ordered 4 organizer things. So basically they're like closet shelving systems. So there'll be 1 on each side, and it'll go floor to ceiling, and it'll have racks and shelves. And so that'll be a fun little install. But anyways, this one has no anything in it. And before I had just some bookshelves and different storage in there for crafts. This one has a bar on each side, and this one is warped on that end. So we'll be replacing that, and it'll give us some great shelf storage. this is where the wall is now. Got those supports up. We are going to go ahead and do a post because we're worried. We've never removed a load-bearing wall. We were planning on doing a post, and then my husband thought maybe we could get away without because it's not that far of a span. But when he went to cut out one of these pieces yesterday, the drywall on this side cracked. You can see right there and right there. And before he could hurry and get a support in there, because he was doing it by himself. And so that let him know that the load on that actually is pretty heavy. So the post will be not maybe the center of the room. I just want to have 42 inches at least from here to the post. And then this will be a much wider stretch. But he just ran to get us a pizza. I have been working on prepping 3 bedrooms to paint. And I scratched that label thing off the floor that was stuck there. That took a while. But anyway, so I have prepped all the walls in the 3 bedrooms. Everything is moved to the center of the room, removed nails and screws and patched holes, swept the floors, cleaned up, removed outlet covers. And now, probably after we eat, I'm going to get started on painting the green. I'm super excited because once you get started rolling, it goes pretty fast. And I am going to roll like the edges of this and then go ahead and do that, because I'm kind of torn on whether I want this very back wall to be orange or white, but we still have to remove that paneling back there. That shelf and the paneling is going to come down, but this wall here is taking so long. I think we're going to wait and do that wall after we move in because it's a lot of work. So I want to get just as much of the painting done as possible. And this wall and our post in this wall will probably be temporary when we move in. And then we'll finish it out, make it look really pretty. But we just want to get it done. Another thing too I've not mentioned in a video is that electrical cord, not that one. That ran an old outlet to the dryer that used to be in the other room. That outlet has been closed off for a long time. So he has wrapped up that wire and that's going to go up in the ceiling. But there was a light switch right there, which controls that dining room light, which I bought a beautiful chandelier for. It's going to be here in like just a couple days. I can't wait to show you. Anyways, so there was an outlet hanging right here, and my husband doesn't know what to do with it, where to move it to. So we can't make this fan work. We'll probably take this fan and put it in the girls' room because they have like this little fun little girl kid thing. See, it's like rainbow colored. So as soon as the bedroom gets a grown-up makeover for the 15-year-old, then she'll probably want to swap that fan. Anyway, so that's what we're doing, and there'll be a lot of little things and trim work and many other things to do. I showed you that front closet in the hall bath that looks nasty. My husband was telling me the other day that we need to pull out that hot water heater, replace it. We've got to patch the floor there. It's not the subfloor, but it's just like the top floor piece, I guess the plywood. I don't know if it got wet at some point in time, but there's like a dip or a hole in it. And so after we move in, my husband wants to pull out that hot water heater, put in a new piece of plywood in the bottom of that closet, and do a new hot water heater with a drain pan. So we will be doing that in the next month or two. And he said that hot water heater is from when he was a kid. Can you believe that? My husband is 42. He'll be 44 this year. And he remembers that hot water heater from his childhood. So we're lucky it still works, honestly. But anyway, so that will be... but what I'm going to do in there for the time being is when I need a break from rolling, I'm going to get some white paint because I got some more, and I'm going to put it in the sprayer, and I'm going to spray the interior, the ceiling, everything of that closet. I'm going to cover the hot water heater in like trash bags or something, just temporarily, and use a shield, paint everything, so that when we do go back to that project, we don't have to take stuff off the shelves, you know, so we can basically move in the shelves and everything. The walls will be clean and white, but then we can just do the floor.
It's just a laid back vibe, baby.
Alright, let's get started in this room.
Straight up. It's just a laid back
is where we ended the day on the wood supports. So this one right here is still temporary. Again, the actual post will be over here somewhere. And my husband is blocking this in. So if you come around, you can see this is what it'll look like on that other side. There'll be another one over there, which he's got to get in the morning because he didn't quite have enough. And see, it comes down over there. So then, if you can visualize this guy like this, there'll be one like this in front. So then it creates a square. So they'll all be, you know, blocked in. And the post in the middle will look a lot like that too. And we'll probably just stain it like a walnut. And that'll be great. I'm thinking we've got fridge door and AC. So it'd be good if the pole could go somewhere like in this area. And then that leaves all this open. Because again, remember the dining room table is going to be right there. We just want to have enough, you can see the tape there. We just want to have enough walking space to get around everything. But we have a lot of space here. So that will probably be fine. Anyways, so there's that. So my husband is gone now, and I was just taking a break to let some of this green dry. And I looked out the window and noticed the pool level is high enough and the rain stopped. So I'm going to go do the green to blue first step. I need to find the directions because I don't remember what it is. So that's exciting. And I was just going over my to-do list with my mom and my sister. And so that you guys know, I'm going to do second coat of green everywhere. Then I have 2 rollers with me, and that's it. So I already knew I was going to have to wash some out. So I'm going to do the 2 coats of green. I'm going to spray that closet white. And then I think I'm going to do the little bit of orange I'm doing because I'm only doing one wall and this chimney, I think. I'm kind of torn on what to do with this right here. I was actually thinking about taking this shelf down and doing this part green because I think if it wrapped around and it met this orange, the colors are stunning together, I think. And if you're like coming from the back of the house, let's go to the back of the house. So that'd be just like a nice, you know, like when you first come from the master bedroom, what you would see is you would see that this is a green wall, but you don't really fully see it. So then if you had that pop of, definitely want to do that. So I need to take that down and do that before I clean out that roller. In fact, I need to do that now so it has time to dry while I do the second, before I do the second coat and everything else. But anyway, so then after the orange, I'm going to do the 2 grays in Connor's room. Because what I'll do then is I'll clean out the gray, the green and the orange rollers. Then I'll do his 2 grays. Then I'll clean out the roller. And if I still have time and it's not super duper late, then I can start getting some white in places. Because I want to do all this white. This we're leaving for sure till we move in. It's going to be too big of a project. So we're going to do this white. Which is pretty much the only thing here in the kitchen area, because then that's all cabinets and backsplash. And then the 2 other walls in the master will be white. And while I have it out, I will be doing this hallway right here before you go to Connor's room, which you can't see it there, but here's the hallway. I'm in the hallway. It's very small, but it needs painted, so that's gonna be great. And then I haven't showed you guys much before, but this is Riley's room. It's gray. And I actually completely redid this room. Like, I don't know, maybe a year ago. But then there's just some places, like where he had stuff hung up or whatever. If I have this color anywhere, I could honestly just touch that up. But his room is like, I would almost say like the nicest looking, but it's the most recently painted. So I'm not planning on doing anything to it. And what I want to do in the living room, I've still not decided It's going to be the green and orange theme to match all the decor we have at the other house. But I haven't decided what wall is going to be what yet. And we have all this furniture in here. Everything's in the way. And then this wall had my husband's antique farm collection stuff on it. And that all, the majority of that is going to go out to the building because we're going to make him like a shop area. And so that'll all be displayed out there. So all this has to come down. And this would be easier, I feel like, after we move in to tackle this room. Where all I have to do in that day or weekend is paint the living room. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's just like that one little thing. I do, however, also want to do white in this front bathroom. And I think orange. But it's such a small space that I haven't decided which wall I'm going to do orange. But it's just going to be one and the other ones are going to be white. So that's another thing to do with the orange. So that's the good thing about using the same color vibe throughout a lot of the house, is that it's all the same paint. And I know eventually I'm going to run out of paint. I only have half a gallon of the orange because when my husband picked up some today, I told him the wrong name, and what he brought to me was like a peachy orange. So we'll have to either, I don't know, sell that or find a use for it. So we just have a half a gallon left that I had from the other house. And I want to at least do the room, at the wall in the girls' room. So that may take all of that. So if I can do that and maybe the chimney, that'd be great. So I'm not thinking I'll get the orange done, but my husband's picking up more of that in the morning. So I'll have that here tomorrow.
Look at those little babies. Look at those little babies.
I got the phase 1 of green to blue in the pool just in time to get rained on my way back in. Now it's pouring. This has got to circulate around for about an hour. Then I'll do phase 2 for an hour, and then it'll be off overnight. Also, in an hour when I go out there to phase 2, I'm gonna turn the water off because right now we're still constantly adding water, and we're just about 2 inches from the 2 full line. But when I go to vacuum tomorrow, it's gonna waste, you know, it's gonna spit a lot of that out. So anyway, work in progress. Got this second coat here done in the kitchen and dining room. Got the second coat done here. Still shiny. And then I moved some stuff into the closets here just to make more space. I still need to sweep in here again. Then in the girls' room, I had to rearrange because one bed was against that pink wall. So that was a hassle. They have a ton of stuff here. So it's a huge mess. Yeah, I'm fixing to do the second coat of green. Second coat of green in here. Then we'll see what happens. Also, look how foamy the pool is. It's got like another 20 minutes on recirculate. Okay, my loves, your girl is getting tired. I don't think that clock's right. It says 7:30. Oh my god, it's right at 7:30. Okay. This bow right here, I was telling Ella today, I think our best course of action until we eventually replace this is to do like a large 5 to 6 foot wide wall tapestry to just conceal it, because it's literally just right here. And I'm guessing, again, this was eventually the back of the house. There was windows there, because in the master edition is just beyond that. So that's a bummer. These experiences really make me hate paneling. So I had to rest. I had to do some stretches. My back is killing me. Pool still looks really nasty. Nastier than it did. This green in the kitchen is drying and looking lovely. Thank the Lord. And then this, our little accent wall, has its second coat. So what I'm going to do now is I want to try and tackle Connor's room because it's going to be 2 shades of gray. There's nothing in the way in here. So that's my goal. But I only have 1 roller left. So I need to roll maybe just 1 coat, probably 2, on 2 walls. And then either clean that roller or use the one I use for the green. But even after cleaning it, it still has like a green tint to it. So it kind of makes me concerned as to how clean it is. So we'll be getting more tomorrow before we come back. Oh yeah, so I'm going to turn you around and give you a look at the orange room. This is Connor's bedroom. And we have 1 wall is paneling, the rest are drywall, thank goodness. And that's what it looks like right now. Just got some boxes in here. Okay, so I got Connor's room done with the rolling. And I'm just waiting for it to dry to see if I can get in a second coat. And I'm so tired. So I think it's now it's 8:45 at night. And I'm going to spray this closet in the bathroom because I really want to get this done. So let me show you a quick before. Got my sprayer ready. And then I'm going to get this taken care of. Yuck. I'm going to put some trash bags around this hot water heater and get my box shields. I don't know how I'm gonna worry about doing this ceiling because then it just, you get the overspray. All right, we're looking at 9:15 and I got the closet done and all the paint stuff cleaned up. Got 5 bags of trash to haul out and I'm gonna show you the closet. So obviously it's dark in there, there's no light. That's one thing I want to add for sure, but it's just all sprayed white. And then again, we'll just replace that floor when we replace the hot water heater. So I'm going to wrap up this video here today. I hope you guys enjoyed following along as we're getting all this done. I've got paint all over me. This is my Helping Plants and People Grow shirt, which is a bummer, but I did not plan well. But anyways, so I have lots to do tomorrow. I think some of our teenagers are coming tomorrow to help us. It's our last weekday. It's our last day to get anything done before the move. My husband will be here again all day. He'll be working on the wall and we're going to task the teenagers with some different things. And I've got all the white rolling to do and all the cutting in. I also have some baseboards to caulk, baseboards to clean, shampoo carpet in 1 room. So we're going to have a full day for sure. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Love you guys. Side note, ending this day with 27 hours left on our timeline. Crazy.